I remember the first time I met Opie. Well, I didn't meet you, but I saw you.
You said we live.
He had walked back
You live?
when this hat was good. He was like, "Hey man, I like that hat." You remember that Amazon? You probably don't even remember. That's the first time I ever saw you. Yep. Back before this hat got dirty, you had walked by. You was like, "Man, I like that hat, bro." I was like, "Appreciate it."
The reason I like USC because of Atlanta coach, non-state.
Good Lord, Atlanta Coast.
Joint, I'm about to start rapping. About to do that Kendrick Lamar in my DNA. You feel me?
Yo, that's my joint right there.
Yo, Kendrick is doing it. Shout out to Kendrick.
I ain't heard it yet.
Do y'all touch this thing? Y'all ever touch this
Nah,
thing?
don't touch nothing.
Don't touch what?
I'm just messing with you. You heard that when you was moving it though? Yeah.
Yo, where you work at?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm at Home Depot distribution.
That's right.
Now.
Yeah, the distribution.
Yeah.
You like that? I got a dude up there.
Great.
He went, I don't know if he had the distribution, but he worked at Amazon for a minute. But he in management now. They done moved him up.
At Home Depot?
Yeah.
He in the store though, ain't it?
That's how you get them $30
I
peppermint.
don't know. Waiting on you, champ.
He eating that
Are we
pepperment
live?
like it ain't.
Oh, it's another girl.
I don't see it.
We live?
Yeah, I know we live, but I'm saying
No, I
the
don't
show
see
ain't
it.
started.
Hey, you just
We live. Okay, as long as you let me, we live, so I can I can do it like on
Refresh
Sports
the
Center.
page.
I met Doris Burke.
even see
Like I
it.
know Doris Burke. I had a crush on her.
I don't see it.
Yeah, man. She used to interview us at the Big East.
Hey, he just ate that peppermint.
Is anybody else on it?
There's something wrong with it?
Live?
It was supposed to be white and red, but it was red and redder.
That's just
What you waste on it?
melted. I ain't wasting nothing.
That's pocket sweat.
I just grabbed
Oh,
them
man,
out.
you
I
made me
just
eat
grabbed them
pocket
out the
sweat.
jar.
Hey, man, I'm about to call. Nah, I want one.
We live for real?
Them lines
Yeah,
was
say
all
we
blurry.
live. It's not on, but we live. Welcome everybody that's listening.
Welcome y'all. Anybody watching yet?
With just the cameras on.
Cause all I hear is that
I was
peppermint
about to
smack.
say, who is eating something?
That's me. I'm hungry.
Open.
Fast and Furious, and we hungry.
All right, Tyrese.
Hey, that was a funny part.
Something on fire?
Let me see. if I can use that
Somebody
thing.
live showing a fire.
Hey, yo,
I did that one.
I can't tell where he at.
if I can get funded, I think I can come up with like 5 good TV shows off Facebook Live.
For real.
Word up.
Thunder.
And everybody will watch them because they like simple. And I feel like the majority of Americans are just simple.
I thought I was sexy when I started. Like,
Hey, man, don't let nobody. You sexy.
when I get on this microphone, I thought this voice was gonna be all deep and stuff like that.
Nah, bruh.
You know, you gotta really work to get that thing.
Oh my God.
You got to concentrate. Yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to the
gotta act like
Freethinkers
a
Radio.
microphone.
Yeah.
Hey,
LB, if you're listening,
just woke
I had
shout out.
I had a high
Quiet
voice all my life, so I got used to it.
like
My
I
voice
just
always
woke
been
up.
high.
I made mine high because people, when you talk like this and you try to, in the
it's-
classroom,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they be like, what you say? I be like, man, I said, huh?
They keep saying, huh?
Yeah, we ready.
Yeah, we ready.
That's the kind of
DJ David in the house. Shout out. my
Are
man.
we live already though?
Yeah.
That's the kind of how your phone
It
number
hadn't
voice.
popped up
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yeah. Yo, what's your digits?
It's
What's
right
your phone number?
How you got it and I ain't got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't got it either.
Refresh our
The
page.
Quiet
Looking at it right here.
Storm.
The
Big-
quiet storm.
Yeah.
Oh, word.
Word.
Can't get it on my camera. Oh, boom.
Oh, boom.
Okay, so this is my eye mic right here.
Here we go.
Okay, so when I say something serious, I gotta look at it.
ATL, Aiken Town Limits. Shout
Yeah,
out.
it is. There it is. CSRA.
A&T,
You already know.
shouted.
CSRA in the house.
You already know. Them green,
Okay,
them
we're
green
ready.
hornets in the house.
Yeah.
If I'm missing you, just snap at me.
Throw something at her.
Don't throw nothing at me now.
She like,
Who?
Yeah.
Making noises in the microphone.
Yeah, you can't do that, man.
That was practice. I was just saying if I was too close.
Oh yeah, don't forget, it's blocked.
uh-oh.
All right, thank you for joining the Walk-Ons. This is episode number 11. Yes. On the table today, we have Jay Block.
You already know.
We got Boom,
What's up?
Chris,
It's good.
Bryant,
What's up?
and me, Kay Riss. Today, we're going to be talking about the NFL and NBA playoffs and awards. All this coming up on the Walk-Ons.
And a pick six just like that. Then it goes a little something like this.
Time for the pick six. Okay, the first topic. So starting off with the NFL's draft pick, number 1. Okay, Myles Garrett went to the Browns. Now,
Yeah.
if you didn't know, last season, the Browns were 1-15. I actually had to call somebody and check and confirm that was accurate because it was just.
No, they've been bad.
Replacing
That
me.
bad.
They've been bad like that. For
Do
2
you
years.
think he's gonna change anything? And if you do, to what extent?
Anything with organization, some of what you do can like straight like it's immediate change. Football is one of them sports. Unless your quarterback or your running back is phenomenal, or special teams like a Deion Sanders or of that caliber, something like this takes time because he's on the line. So it's a good pick. I like the direction they're going in. When you think way back when Houston drafted, ain't thinking the guy Mario Williams, number one. There was a lot of speculation about that. Reggie Bush and my guy Vince Young were coming out, and they drafted him number one. There was a lot of speculation about that. And it ended up being something good because it actually turned that franchise around. So you got J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney there, and they just been struggling with a quarterback. So
Jadeveon.
yeah, so I think it will because he is a good player. I feel like this could be one of those picks that solidify the organization and going in the right direction. All you need is one, and keep a positive notion on it. And I feel like it was a good pick.
I agree.
Yeah, I like the way in. Having that guy there is not going to change the program outright. I don't think that. No, not saying that he's a bust or anything, but he's a big guy.
So you don't think he can take the Browns to the Super Bowl?
No, he's not taking.
No,
He's not taking the Browns to the
No,
Super Bowl.
I was saying
No.
He's not Jesus now.
But he will impact the team.
He's not.
I was completely kidding.
No, I think
Yeah.
I understand.
I mean, he's 6'4", 272 pounds, and he run a 4.6 40, and the boy had 33 reps, 225. Now he's a monster at that position. So that position will change. I say he can change the defensive part of the ball, which is less of a struggle, and not changing the whole team, just changing an aspect that a team can change the whole team indirectly.
Do you think of Oakland when you say that?
Do I think of Oakland?
Yeah, because Oakland changed their whole defense structure. They got some free agents in, and
I think Oakland curse.
No,
I think Oakland.
I think
So Chad Kelly, quarterback Chad Kelly was picked by the Broncos. He was the last pick.
Yeah.
Which apparently is called Mr.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
hold on.
so
The Saints at the last pick you made. Go ahead.
Well, do you think he'll last in the NBA?
NBA.
I mean the NFL.
I'm about to say,
sorry.
whoa,
I'm
what
It's
sorry.
all good. We got
It's
your
been a
back.
long day.
He's gonna sit a while because he's nursing an injury, so he's not like play ready. He can't go out there tomorrow and play. He's nursing an injury, so
Somebody has said that he is actually the most relevant Mr. Relevant that there's been. Did I pronounce
Most
that?
relevant.
Most
Most
relevant.
relevant, Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
I do because
Yeah, I do.
I go back to the Saints. It's a wide receiver that came out of nowhere. That was the last pick. That made everybody question about their picks. That said value is not where you go, but if you can stay on in your work ethic and your demeanor, how you capitalize on it. Look, Marcus Colston was the last pick in the NFL draft, and he went on to win the Super Bowl. So it's, hey, if he really is good, and
If that work ethic is strong, he'll be all right.
We shall see.
Yeah, we shall.
I'm not confident, but we shall see.
I'm not confident.
I mean, he had ACL and meniscus surgery, and it's saying that's why he missed the rest of the 2016 season because he had an ACL and meniscus. Now I have meniscus. I don't know what ACL like.
There's no more knee left in there.
You got 3 years. I mean, you got only a year. Your life in the NFL is short like a snap.
Real
So,
short. And it's short behind Drew Brees, so ouch.
Need a Band-Aid.
Hey, anything can happen. Better ask Tom Brady.
Oh my gosh.
Just-
And NBA news.
Hey, just be ready for your time.
Matt Castle.
And NBA
Castle.
Got his money.
news. Larry Bird stepped down as the Pacers team.
Thanks. Didn't you say something last week about Larry Bird? Oh.
Is this a good thing or a bad thing?
They think
Opie?
Larry Bird can do
Opie?
everything. Just 'cause
I
he can
say
shoot.
it's a good. I
And
say
who's
it's great.
calling shots?
I forgot who they got.
I don't know who it is.
That steps
Who's
up.
really calling
he
shots?
he was with OKC. The biggest thing is right now, what Stephen A. alluded to, and what is really pondering around the NBA is, they really want the Celtics were really trying to make a play for Paul George, and with Larry Bird out, it's no Celtic to Celtic. So that's what's really the buzz is because
Interesting perspective.
Larry Bird has been so close, but yet so far with everything he's done. Kawhi Leonard trade had him go to the San Antonio Spurs, and so the Brawl, that team, I don't think y'all remember, was one of the best teams set win the championship. It really was on pace before they got in that fight. So close so far. I think it's one of those situations that's ideal if you've seen something go up and there's nothing you can do and you don't want to be, that's where he's from. That's his hometown. He played there. He went to college there, and you step down for pride, or you just don't want to see it happen. And Paul George ultimately probably will leave. It's just a matter of where.
He need to go to the Lakers.
What's next? Oh, he's going somewhere. I mean, he's a legend, one of the best to ever do it. Oh man, he's gonna land somewhere. It's just I hope he goes somewhere. The Bulls, we need him.
You think he'll end up at the Clippers?
It depends.
If they clean house?
I mean, they're not gonna clean house for one reason. One reason only. Doc is proven, and he still have at least
When we
another
come back,
year.
Blake.
We'll talk about the
What about
NFL
Blake?
draft.
We'll talk about that
on the Walk-Ons.
during commercial. I'm gonna let this go through.
Yeah. You gotta let that beat play.
We'll be right back.
Okay.
To the Walk-Ons.
All right.
I think they are
going.
done with Blake,
And
They need to be.
And that'll free up enough money for Paul.
but it's not that Paul. It's
I got it.
I said this 7 years ago. What are they doing with you? You got two arguable big men. One was pretty much edging what he was gonna be, and another one was starting to dwindle because he had a great point guard. You seen how he did with Tyson Chandler. So I just feel like, okay, if you get rid of Blake and then Blake don't come back, you got Bryson. What pieces you gonna pick? I think they'll be better. I just feel like I hope Blake goes somewhere and can contend. I think I would go to OKC.
I hear dead end when you said that.
Dead end what?
I would go to
when
OKC.
you said I hope Blake goes somewhere. Dead end.
Wow.
In the song.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
I think I would go to OKC. I would team up with Russell Westbrook and want to make it real interesting in the West. Like,
What if
Bird though?
What if
Oh, you talking about Paul?
Bird? If I'm Bird,
Yeah. Where's Bird going?
I listen closely to what the Heat gonna do and Pat Riley do. You stand there, you make it relevant. I don't know.
or Doc when Doc get bust down?
I think he still got a year just because of who he is, his relevance, and he's played for the Clippers, and it's a new owner.
relevant.
There's nothing wrong. You're still relevant. You still contenders. It's just your pieces. So I think Doc got a compelling case. At least 2 years. They haven't lost. It's not like they have not been in the playoffs, made a deep run. They just been. That can go up to
They just ain't finished the job.
yeah, and he still got the locker room of all places. So
Yeah.
it's hard to get rid of somebody when you got the locker room. When you got a good organization, i.e., unless you're the Chicago Bulls and you just dysfunctional, and you get rid of one of the best coaches you had in years.
Yeah.
That's y'all MO up there in Chicago, ain't it?
Huh?
Y'all MO in Chicago's being
Oh
dysfunctional,
my
ain't
gosh!
it?
Don't get me started on them. They terrible.
Welcome back to the Walk-Ons. Thank you for tuning in to episode number 11. It looks like this. For those of you who are viewing. If you're watching on Facebook Live, we're about to talk about the NFL draft, get into our first topic pick. But follow us. Tell your friends to follow us. Who is that?
You gotta cut your phone down.
Volume down. Follow us on Instagram. What else is there? Snapchat, Periscope,
Good job.
Twitter, all that good stuff.
I look like somebody
That's
granddaddy
okay.
trying to
That's
cut
okay.
that thing
It's
down.
new. It's new.
Let me get
It's
it
new.
down.
It's new. So, first big topic for today. Talk about the NFL draft. It's going back to number 1 draft pick, Myles Garrett.
Mm-hmm.
What impact do you think that he's gonna make?
He gonna hit somebody. I definitely think he's gonna
He's
hit
gonna
somebody.
hit somebody.
Confident in that.
No. I think he would have been my pick if I was a GM. He'd have been my first pick.
I think that's the
Why?
best pick for Cleveland given their history. So it
Right.
gives them
Don't
a
go
different,
for
Lack of
another
history?
quarterback. Right.
you
right,
know,
right.
the upside for I can't say his last name. North Carolina quarterback.
Travinsky.
Yeah, he had a great arm, but you know what does that mean? And Cleveland has just had awful luck when it comes to quarterback. So it's a safe pick, and like I said, I like Garrett. Like he's legit. It's not like it's a bad pick. So I think it's an up and up for the pick and the organization. I don't think it's going to be a game changer, but I think down the line.
And to Cleveland, Travinsky looks like everybody else that they done seen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he'd have been, what, quarterback 33, 34?
Yeah, after the Johnny failure, like,
You couldn't do that again.
don't do
I
it.
don't know. Johnny was more.
Don't do it again.
I don't understand. He didn't have blazing. Like Michael Vick was a. If you haven't seen him personally, he was just a phenomenal athlete. Like he ran a subpar.
He's a
4.3.
freak.
Yeah. So you got Johnny Manziel. Like what? He didn't have a bomb on.
So you think he was overrated?
I think, of course, I think he was a way better.
So what made him so good in that system?
His height.
Texas.
It was his height.
It was the Tebow factor of him. How he can stretch it.
Tebow was a way better college.
But he can win a game.
I don't know. I
He
think
can stretch a
Johnny's
play.
actually a good
He can
player.
stretch a play to win a game. The Tebow factor.
Yeah.
Stretch a play to win a game. Now, and you can't say it was the blazing speed or none of that because everybody who played with him, it was kind of fast. Now, them jokers was coming at him with some heat.
Yeah.
He just had that factor.
Who?
Johnny Football.
He went to he went to the right school. He was in Texas. He should have went somewhere else.
Like where?
Anywhere else but Cleveland.
Well, I'd like to give a personal shout out. For those of you who didn't know this, Tyler Renew, who got drafted by the Falcons, went to Ben Lippin. Woo!
Oh, shout out.
Went to Ben Lippin, so shout out.
What
to
is that?
him. Huh?
What is that?
It's prop school over off Monticello
Oh,
near
what
Eau
is
Claire.
that?
Yeah, so shout out there. Ben Lippin has officially made the Walk of Fame,
I
the
think
Hall of Fame.
Clark from Spring
people.
Valley was, I think, the 16th NFL player from Spring Valley.
Yes. Well, who else
Shout
has
out.
a notable pick?
Clark from
Who else
West
got a notable
Virginia.
pick?
I got to know.
Whether it's local or whether it's a big move for that team.
Oh, Carolina Panthers.
the Minnesota Vikings. Dalvin Cook.
Oh.
We're gonna see it. He came. His Wonderlick was kind of awful, but I mean
His what?
Wonderlick.
His Wonderlick.
I can't say it right, but that's basically tell you how intelligent you are, and it was kind of like really.
Is
bad.
it really lick?
Football
Like
IQ.
LICK?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
It's just
so
a
you
test.
just country.
Yes,
Okay.
Wonder who.
it's a long show. Like jokes early. But I hope so because I like Dalvin and he was a great running back for Florida State. So I hope it doesn't mean anything. But if so, yes, for him because the reins is just no one there. So go for it.
Yeah.
But definitely if you're a Carolina fan and the offensive line has been, I don't know, a question mark, but if definitely a Carolina fan, that guy opens up. You just lost a special teams guy and Sproul, so I forgot whoever the special team guy was. So yeah, that's a big pick for Carolina.
Well, speaking of Carolina fans in a different context, another notable thing that has happened with this draft is that with all of our success in South Carolina with college athletics, Clemson had 6 players get drafted, and Carolina had, anybody want to guess?
Zero.
None. whatsoever.
None.
None.
The first time that's
think we had
happened
one guy
since
picked up free agent.
2001.
I mean, what do you expect? They just won a national championship.
I mean, yeah, but I know there's been a lot of mixed opinions about our football program. Obviously, our basketball programs are doing pretty good. I mean, not pretty good. They're,
I mean,
they're doing
the girls'
amazing.
basketball program has been doing great.
I mean, they've both been doing well. They've been doing well
Yeah.
as of now.
I can
comparing
see,
the past.
I'm just gonna say this. I just feel like it was a great run. I'm happy
For who?
for the men's.
Oh, for the men's.
I mean,
yes.
because I had a lot of friends that go there, but that's all I'm gonna say, and that's as positive as it's gonna be.
Whatever.
Wow.
Okay. So, what do you think it would take for our Gamecock football to catch up to that?
Recruiting. It's always
No,
recruiting.
football is traditionally athletic, place, time, and basically just getting the right group of guys to buy into a scheme.
It's Spurrier's fault.
Can we get another?
Muschamp is not a bad recruiter though.
No, he's not a bad.
He's not a bad
That's why I
recruiter.
say it's gonna turn
So,
around.
I mean, and now he
We'll
got
have
his
another
program. He
He's
got
a good
his
recruiter,
guys.
but as far as his coaching skill,
I mean-
like where we at with that?
What's wrong with his coaching skills?
Saying like
What?
you don't succeed at every other school
Open
you've
your
been to, you keep getting
facial
I
respect.
mean,
Like,
come on now.
what you doing?
You ain't playing with your players.
He had his
What?
players in
Let
Florida.
your team come in.
He had his players in Florida.
What did he do?
Come on, man.
We'll see this year.
He-
This is his team.
Come on now. You know, on his way out, he started turning it around.
No,
Yeah, he wasn't.
no,
Yeah.
no,
What was the record on his way out?
On
Didn't he
his way
win
out?
10 games on the way out?
no.
Nah, I don't remember that.
You can look it up.
I just remember him getting recycled.
You
Like
think
a lot
I'm
of these
a-
other coaches.
Think I'm a Google man, huh?
Yeah, you should, but because I know. I mean, anything with South Carolina football is there because, you know, it's a SEC state other than Clemson, which is ACC, and it's always been. And the biggest thing that anybody in Carolina hang their head on is the football program. So when you go and you keep this mentality of keeping the same type of coach, not gonna get better.
I can agree with that now.
How you spell Muschamp?
Definitely agree
MUC.
with that.
Dude, right here.
That's all I know because I about to say KEYMOUSE.
When we come back, we'll have our Yeah I Said It. It's a very interesting topic. You don't want to miss it. That and more on the Walk-Ons. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Do you think Carolina will ever be a power
No.
program?
Yes.
From all aspects.
Yes.
Baseball,
Women, yeah.
Are you talking about
Oh,
non
football.
sports?
Baseball,
all sports.
no,
I think the football.
I think so.
gonna
I
get it.
think so.
In all sports.
no.
Baseball.
So baseball.
Being pretty
baseball,
balanced in all
Baseball.
sports. We're
It's
good
up
at
there.
baseball.
Basketball is
getting
now
there.
up there.
I'm gonna just say
I
this
don't know nothing
because
about
we on the
soccer.
air.
The baseball ain't up there no more.
This all I'm gonna say
United.
because
They've been up there.
because I'm on the air, and I'm gonna say this because I'm on the air. I'm a conspiracist. That's all I'm gonna say.
I believe it.
But
That's-
name a school that's a
I just
powerhouse
went in.
in every sport.
Kentucky,
Kentucky's one, but football, they kind of been in the same boat as Carolina's in football. So,
I mean, but they basketball
No
program
rings.
make up for it.
right? But I think that's what she's asking.
Yeah, all
not,
teams.
Not,
All
not
around.
power as in.
You talking about
being
like
pretty balanced.
Not power
all
as
around.
in we're all winning the
Right.
the
I
national
think she's saying
championship.
balanced all
But
around.
a strong,
At least
A
competing at
solid
every.
school in every sport.
competitive in the
Compet-
top contenders in.
What's up, Dave?
Their
We on
field.
commercial.
In,
Let us know something.
In 2012, he had 11 wins and 2 losses at Florida.
who is Jake
Jake
Bentley?
Bentley is a great quarterback.
Carolina's current quarterback.
Is he?
He's not a bad one.
He ain't bad.
He's
I wouldn't
poised.
give him great.
He's poor.
I wouldn't give him great.
He's poor.
He's definitely
give him
not
great.
great in the least.
I'm gonna agree with Jeff.
I just
Germ, I agree with Germ with the recruiting
no.
and Joshua Boyd.
Yeah, Muschamp can recruit.
Muschamp can recruit, but he does lack the X's and O's.
Definitely.
So you think you need a new coordinator coming in?
He need an offensive coordinator
Yes.
that because he's defensive. Like I would give him this hands down on any day of the week. He puts
Yeah.
up the best offensively. Oh yeah,
It's better than the option reverse in on the goal line.
All right, welcome back to the Walk-Ons. Thank you for tuning in on Facebook Live, if you are. And if you are, tell your friends.
tell Sean.
Tell your friends to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Periscope. And those of you who
Wait,
still have MySpace, we will still show you love.
Wait, we ain't got a MySpace for real, right? I thought that was
I don't know for sure,
Oh.
but I'm interested.
I thought
in
that was
making
just a
one.
running joke on the show.
I thought they said it was true.
I logged in a little bit ago, and MySpace all right.
Oh my God.
Man,
They don't even say space no more. It's like the little symbol.
Did you say mine?
Yeah, it's my.
yeah, like
Ah.
the
Yeah,
space bar.
the little bar symbol.
If you
My
press the
Lord.
button in the corner, Johnny Gill come out and he'll
Oh my
start
God,
singing.
I can't. So, yeah, I said it for today. I had an immediate change of heart, almost like walking into the studio. I wanted to talk about something completely different. And then I found out about this other story, which I already know. I am not a fan of the ball, of LeVar Ball.
Wait, so is this no love or yeah, I said it?
Yeah, I said it.
Okay, yeah,
I am
said
not
it.
a fan.
We're ready.
Of LeVar Ball. Now, the boys, they're light-skinned, they're gorgeous. Look at them. They better do it.
'Cause they light-skinned.
Represent us that we're in the house.
You ain't all that light skinned though.
It's summer. It's the summertime. I've tanned up a little bit. I coach track, so I tanned up a little bit. But so, I don't know if you know this. The coach, I hope I pronounced this right, Stephen Gilling, got fired. He got asked not to return. Now the record was 30-3. He got asked not to come back, and everybody knows that Mr. Ball was not a very big fan of him He felt like he was inexperienced and didn't know enough to whatever. Coach his son, whatever. I'm not a fan of this man. So my statement, which will turn into a question for quick feedback because this is not a long segment, is I don't think it should be that easy for a parent to get a coach who is being successful fired with no extreme circumstances involved. Now, there's arguments that he didn't have anything to do with it, but it was very clear that he voiced his disapprovals about this coach. And the reason that this is an interesting topic to me is because my junior year in high school, my senior year, we were very successful. We went to the state championship, and a couple of my teammates got my coach fired.
So why did
Which
the school say why they fired
The
him?
school did not release a statement. He said that he was relieved to have been gone, which sounds like a coach who's tired of dealing with a parent anyway. He said it has been very relieving to be relieved of this duty. And he is looking forward to where he will go next.
He probably just hoping that he don't coach nothing more than ball
Don't
boy.
want no more ball brothers.
Oh,
Don't want no more ball
I can't
brothers.
stand another one, man. Please.
Don't want no more ball
Now
brothers.
there is a younger brother that's coming up behind
There's another
the
brother.
high school.
There's a younger brother.
That may be
And
the
I
issue.
couldn't imagine having one brother graduate and still having to deal with his dad.
Exactly.
I have had my difficult parents. I've never had a parent that made me want to be glad that I got fired. But I think this one just takes the cake.
I honestly hope
But it's politics. I understand.
I hope
it's
they
politics.
didn't fire him.
But as a coach,
his brother is as good as his father taught, because they're gonna crucify them just because of
Just
their
because
father
Yeah,
mouth.
man. He ran
doing
that
too
too far.
Way too much.
I don't think.
I don't-
I personally don't like Ball's game compared to a lot of guys coming out. But I think I really don't like it more because
You
it's
talking about Lonzo?
exactly.
Yeah, but I don't
Lonzo
think.
is the
I don't think
Lonzo
it,
is the ones that
Number
beat
two,
UCLA.
what's his name?
Well, he's not
Yeah.
there anymore, but
I don't think it's more a court issue as it is a locker room teammate issue, because all that hype, you gonna have to say something about. Well, my dad, right? You know what I'm saying? I am the guy. You know what I'm saying? Then your teammates gonna start feeling something about that. Now it's different in basketball. You gotta have that chemistry, and them jokers either you ain't gonna get the ball back when you pass it, or
I actually would be really curious to hear what their teammates. Yeah, I'm surprised
they
no
don't
statements
look-
have come out about.
because I don't think they bad guys. I don't mean.
They're not. I love the kids. The
Yeah.
dad is just aggravating.
That's what I'm
I'll
saying.
get
So
it.
it's just one of them situations where the dad talked more, and
I
from what
love
I
the
heard, he
boys.
couldn't even play himself.
But
say he having 2
exactly,
points.
not the
It was
dad.
funny at first.
Point.
I love the boys.
2 points a game.
No, point two.
Points a game.
Point.
Tragicity in its finest. I made that word up. Please, somebody put that in Wikipedia. When we come back, we'll head into our second topic. We'll be talking about the NFL draft a little bit more and the NBA playoffs and a whole lot more after that with our no love segment, people's tech, and all that when we come right back. So my other topic that I was going to talk about. Oh,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah. I
Yeah, I
seen
seen
that.
it.
What they saying?
Well, never mind. It's
about,
okay. I'll save it for another day.
LeVar, his kids put Chino Hills on the map. They still talking about Muschamp, Jake Bentley.
Yeah, South Carolina. You
Exactly.
South Carolina fans, give it up. It's the decade of Clemson. So sit back, get you good handkerchiefs and some
For
good,
football.
Yeah,
Can
for
we,
football. So get
can
you
we
some
cut his
good.
mic? Can we cut his mic?
Get you some good crime
There.
music.
I'm not mad at that.
I demand
Why?
a power
I like
switch rock.
I
It's the-
actually like Clemson.
But it's
I'm a
the
Gamecock
truth.
fan.
But
I
it's the like, okay, you think about the coaches, the caliber of coaches that they went after. When you had what's my man name, Lou Holtz here
Oh wow.
of Clemson?
Somebody cut me.
No,
I cut you.
no. When you win a national championship, you got okay. You got to think about this. You gonna get the best of the best from this state.
Yeah,
Period.
Clemson always they recruiting always nice.
You gonna get
They'll
the,
be back.
You gonna get. Listen.
You know why they'll be back?
You're top in the ACC.
Why?
You're,
ACC.
you're gonna get the best out of North Carolina. No, that's what you. That's what you wish.
Because those SEC coaches, they didn't go to the ACC. That's the only reason. They
Listen.
won the championship now.
Listen.
Florida State got a coach coming.
Listen.
New program.
It's 10 years.
I agree with David Williams Jr.
Yeah,
8 games.
What?
He said Gamecocks Muschamp will win 8 games this season. I agree. Right at 8, maybe 9.
Well, it depends. That freshman
I'm a hater, so I'm not gonna say nothing. and I want them to win because I got some guys on there that I do like. So
I thought you weren't gonna say that.
No, I mean that's all I'm gonna say.
I also agree
I'm
with
not-
Dabo being better than Muschamp.
Coaching, yeah.
Coach,
I can't see
Yeah.
any of these comments. I'm
Hey, man.
frustrated.
don't be frustrated. Be frustrated that your season about to happen. This kickoff.
Let me refresh this page.
This is still Chad Morris. Y'all just took Chad Morris' residue. Is the only reason the offense is like this.
Who at Clemson?
Dang, that was quick.
They still running Chad.
Clemson's recruiting is always good, and they're in the ACC. Like, who's the other good team? So their
I'm not
record,
making- I just-
right. You got Florida State,
Not no more.
occasionally Miami. So like, I think Clemson.
I think Miami on
You
the
gonna
come
say
up.
that other
Clemson
team?
will be
Miami
back.
on the
You gonna
cut
say that
up.
other team?
What other team?
Virginia Tech. You gonna say that other team in the ACC?
Welcome
In
back,
football?
everybody. We're still talking about Clemson.
Second.
Not since Vic. Well,
Second.
Oh, you why? Oh, how you gonna downrate? Man, hold on. Tyrod Taylor. What y'all forget? Anyway, we
they won
run
the
Tiana
ACC
Taylor, what?
championship.
Yeah, we won. We run the ACC, and we
Said they won the ACC championship.
when Tyrod was there.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, look it up.
I didn't know
We
that.
run the ACC.
Somebody pull up Wikipedia.
Nobody was
No,
looking
you-
at the
no.
ACC
It's all
that
good.
year or something, man.
Good. Let's go.
I ain't got time for you.
Let's go. Ah.
Cut his mic.
How,
Cut his
hey,
mic.
how many conferences South
Cut it.
Carolina has won?
Cut it.
One
Got it.
ACC back in the day, way back.
No, we talking about SEC.
And it was in the ACC.
Actually, it
Yeah.
was the MAC or something. Metro.
No, they won an ACC championship way back in the day.
We got
I do
close.
believe that is
We got
correct.
close.
I do believe that is correct.
It was
Yeah.
the ACC or the MAC.
No, it was the
ACC.
ACC championship.
And I actually think it's hanging up.
Yeah, it's in the stadium. You'll
it's-
see it.
Check that out, Dave.
I don't know.
Did Tyrod Taylor win the ACC championship?
Yeah.
No. South Carolina won an ACC championship
I feel like that is correct.
way back in the day. Yeah.
Look at his
OPX the win. Yeah, that's win.
So what have you done for me lately?
Oh my gosh.
Listen,
We lost the can.
we're in the SEC track.
Yeah, we lost
we
the
have to
game
play
last
teams
time,
like
man.
LSU, Alabama, Auburn, Georgia, Florida. Like, we're playing all the best teams in the country.
And you still ain't won one?
Did you not forget
Well,
we
it got
had how
quiet.
many
You see how
back-to-back
long it
11
got
game
quiet?
seasons?
You see how long it got
Back-to-back
quiet?
11 game seasons?
But that's not good
in
enough
the
in the
SEC?
ACC. You in the best conference. That's not good
It's
enough.
not.
What's next on the list?
That's the SEC.
When you're in the best conference?
You in SEC
Matter of fact, we
is
beat
the
the
best
we
conference.
beat the Nationals Alabama team that had Trent Richardson and
2010.
Ingram.
But did you win the championship?
Yes,
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We're in the SEC.
But did you win?
It's a trap. When you're in the SEC,
We won the East.
But did you win?
when's the last time
We won the
anybody
East.
in the
When
East
you-
really won anything?
When did you win?
It's a trap on the East side.
Did you win?
No.
And that's why the culture will never be that, because that's what it is.
The East, SEC East has the toughest schedules in college football.
I'm not taking nothing away from that, but did you win?
Hands down.
No.
Not the Quiet Storm voice.
Yeah.
The Quiet Storm.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna try it again.
Going into our second topic, going back to the NBA playoffs that have continued. Talked a little bit about this last week.
LeBron.
How would you feel if you were a Spur right now, first off?
I'd be crying in my loft.
I wouldn't.
Heartbroken.
That is my first. Even though I said the Spurs wouldn't be able to hang second round for a full series, that is my first shock this playoffs.
Why?
That they won by that much. I mean, that they lost by that much.
Why?
I'm shocked.
It's Kawhi Leonard and nobody else.
I'm shocked.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
I wasn't expecting them to lose by
We
that.
are still having an APP out for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Yeah,
What?
somebody
okay,
please
the same
find
one that was
LaMarcus
out last
Aldridge.
What?
We gonna
What
hold
quarter
the
did you
game.
check the game off on?
Huh?
What quarter did you?
I didn't
check it?
even watch it.
You didn't even watch it.
already-
Please find LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh my!
We hold
Where's
his
he
game
at?
checks. To
You watched it?
I don't know about it.
But you,
Oh my
but the thing is, you still have one of the best coaches in the business. So
Yeah.
I mean, good coaches lose all the time.
you're right. But this Greg Popovich,
Yeah, this
Yeah.
pop.
Say that again.
Popovich.
Popovich,
Popovich.
Popovich.
Other than that game, the playoffs going how I expected it.
he'll figure out something. I mean, they beat. I didn't think they would beat Memphis, and they beat Memphis. They'll figure it out. The Rockets got to play way
You
more
saying
defense.
the Spurs are gonna figure it out?
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
I doubt it.
No,
I really doubt it, man.
no.
I think they figure something out.
That's like fighting on ice.
That little drive Harden does, and he hooks you.
They'll figure
You
something
get
out.
that foul.
I have more confidence in them figuring
Ain't
it out
happening.
than South Carolina winning the national championship.
Well, your priorities, man.
Oh wow, that's
Football.
Okay.
I just told you I love Don Staley, so I'm never betting against
I mean, I figured maybe you were talking about the boys.
boys. I don't dislike Martin. I think I love the boys.
I didn't say you disliked them.
All the
I just
kids that go there, I know. So,
depending on which team you were talking about, that statement was either
okay,
really
it's
strong or really weak.
it's on the football. How is it strong or weak?
I mean, depending on who you're talking about. You said you had as much
football.
confidence as them when it.
Well, I like German
clarify
Josh
some
going
things.
back and forth, boy.
Comments is lit right
I'm
now.
loving this.
What
I'm trying to pull
He
this
says
comments up.
Muschamp as a coach put the player in the NFL. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be reading out loud. Probably should have proofread
Hey,
that.
I'm gonna have to side with Josh,
Muschamp
man.
as a coach put the player in the NFL that were there when they got there. Hasn't been at.
Oh my goodness.
Hasn't
Hey,
been
hey,
at
that
a
was getting.
school.
He didn't raise his hand when the teacher was asking him.
This has been sponsored
No,
by
man.
Hooked on Phone.
Come on now, I can
Wow,
read. I
Kristen
can
just
read.
throwing jack.
I can read.
Yo, yeah, they get
I just had to slow it down.
Yo, did you hear what Kristen
Normally
just
y'all be
said?
beating on
Yeah.
me.
She Mike Tyson'd you just now.
Yeah.
Like,
Whatever.
I'm still
Okay.
trying to figure out where
wait.
Ben Lippin at.
What crazy?
That's okay. You gonna know when Tyler get up in this.
What K Riz just said, man.
what K. Rich said?
What I say? What I said?
Yeah, what you say?
I ain't say nothing.
That's hooked on finance.
I didn't
That's
say
fine.
anything.
Yeah, that's what she
like-
said.
I didn't.
What's your man saying about Muschamp putting somebody in the league?
He's saying Muschamp has put more players in the league than Dabo Sweeney.
Oh, you went back.
As a whole?
I doubt that. I gotta go. I
That he
gotta
has a
do
chance
some
to
deep
develop
research for
Spurs
that.
players. I can guarantee you.
Hey,
Put the
and we gotta say that Clemson's 6 players up now on Muschamp. So
Well,
just
Muschamp.
this season.
Muschamp went to Alabama then.
So
He must be counting them Alabama players.
No, he said Muschamp put coaches or as a coach.
and are we
as
talking
NFL
about as a head
Gotcha.
coach or
Yeah,
as a defensive
as a
coordinator?
coach,
As
or
a,
as a-
are we talking about as a coach period or as a head coach?
He taking up for us. Let them have the,
No, I don't.
No, he's saying they put him in. He put the people in there. That were
Muschamp
already
gotta
there
make
when
me
he
a
got to
believer.
school.
I'm
He said they
actually
hadn't-
not the
Muschamp
biggest
hadn't been here
Muschamp
long enough to
fan.
Put out a full class in the league by that right now.
Oh, okay.
That's what his comment said.
That makes sense.
Right. That's why I said I was shot.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
siding with
Then
Josh.
He said Muschamp as a coordinator, not a coach.
Then they,
Coordinator.
Okay. As a
Yeah.
then they're debating
as
how to-
a
Florida.
coordinator.
Florida.
Yeah.
In 2012, they did win 11 games in Florida. He was over 50% the last 2 years,
Yeah.
but it was like 6 and 7, like 6 and 5, 6 and 7.
The last year he got fired.
The last 2 years.
So he won 11 total in the last 2 years?
No, he was there 4 years.
Yeah.
His second year, he won 11 games.
No,
in the
we
season.
said the last year.
And two, I think Muschamp was in the right programs. He has a little edge and longevity over Dabo. So
Yeah, he got some heat though.
He got some
He
heat.
got some energy.
He got
over the
some-
years.
He got some energy. You
I
know,
like Muschamp, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
You like
be-
Muschamp?
Yeah.
Hey, them cats be
I'm
celebrating.
not a
in the end
believer
zone.
yet. So
A believer in what? What do you
his system as a head coach.
Here's my
yet.
question to you USC fans. What do you expect Dabo?
Undefeated season.
Muschamp to bring?
Undefeated season.
That's what you expect?
No,
Yeah.
that'll
Come on,
never
man.
happen.
Come on.
That'll
Repeat
never
it again,
happen. in
Opie.
Carolina.
Repeat
Come
it
on,
again.
What do you expect?
I'm a Carolina fan.
Muschamp
We
to
will never
bring
undefeated-
South Carolina.
undefeated season.
What do you expect?
We'll be right back with
Any-
Walk-Ons
undefeated.
with our No Love segment with Chris
Huh?
when we come right back.
I don't care.
Yo, this is good here.
Right.
Hey, overall, Muschamp has put more players in the league. He coached defense, bro, so that don't count.
It do count. My coach,
This song.
Frank Beamer, was a special
Yeah,
teams
he
coach.
was a defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So
Wait-
you're still over the players.
Wait a
He
minute.
still
counts.
is.
That counts.
Frank Beamer was a special teams coach. So, I mean, if you go into the league, You make do with what you got. I mean, I think people really need to learn, like, as a whole, what makes football go, and get in USC.
Right.
And then I think USC will be better because I think the people that's running USC are fans. And you can't be a fan when you're running a
Right. You
when you're
gotta
trying
really
to
know
win.
football.
You gotta know every aspect.
Ins and outs.
So I think
Ins
that
and outs and ups and downs.
I think that whoever's in charge of USC are just like some of these people commenting. They really love it. They are passionate about it. But you can't let your passion dictate what you're thinking, because
Yeah.
there was a lot of other great coaches out there, and you run into a guy that was in your conference that didn't get it done, and you're looking for him to deliver you to the promised land. It is fair. That is fair.
Why that's not fair?
I'm gonna tell you why it is fair.
Because the SEC has won
Thank you.
14? 14?
Yeah.
13 or 14.
Yeah.
And how many of them have been LSU, Auburn, and Alabama?
Many of them were not
Florida.
Les Miles
That's one.
or
Urban Meyer,
Right.
or
Nick Exactly.
Saban.
Same three coaches. Same three coaches.
I got you.
That's what I was using in the defense of South Carolina. Like,
That's like saying,
right.
That's like saying there was no like.
So-
there's been no good coaches.
So here's my
for the
question.
past 8 years.
No, well, here's my question.
There's been good coaches, but just not you. You got to play against the best. Right,
So here's
right.
my question. Where are these guys going that have coached for Urban Meyer, Nick Saban, and Les Miles? That's underneath these guys. Yeah.
Georgia.
Well, Muschamp.
Let me see. What is it?
I think Mark Richt went to the ACC.
Yep.
I'm trying to think about
Mark Richt.
who's all in that Saban.
I'll let you bring us in, then I'll answer your question. I'll let you bring us in.
Welcome back to the Walk-Ons. We always argue when we come back in from commercial break about something, so join in, and we will address your questions, comments, concerns on the People's Tape. But right now, Chris, tell us who gets no love.
Today we're going to talk about the Boston sports fans. If you haven't heard, Adam Jones, he's one of the players in Boston for their baseball team. During the game the other night, we had some people were calling him the N-word, throwing bags of peanuts at him throughout the game. One of the fans got ejected. Actually, a couple of them, I think, got ejected, if I remember correctly. And then he had some commentary about it at the end. But I looked at it, I was like, okay, let's look a little bit deeper. Then I saw an article, and they talked about the history of racism among Boston sports fans in general. You can go all the way back to 1979 with Bill Russell. They broke into his home, graffitied racial slurs on his property, defecated in his home. You can go up to Byron Scott.
He had to add that.
That's nasty.
It better been in the toilet.
But I mean,
Better been
in
where it's
that, in
supposed
that
to be.
time period, that made
Exactly.
that's what they were doing.
Exactly. So you had Byron
But
Scott,
now-
Barry Bonds, Torrey Hunter in 08. Then you got two hockey players, PK Subban most recently, and Joel Ward.
So it's still racist
As soon
culture
as
in Boston.
they scored
What?
game-winning
Wrong.
goals, yeah, it's strong in Boston. That's my point. CC Sabathia, legendary, said this only happens to him when he plays at Fenway. He goes, anybody else in the city doesn't have any problems. So all these documented events, we always hear an apology from the mayor or the governor, whoever, or the other fans tweet out apologies. But it's like, you say you apologize for this happening, but you're still here sitting next to these people doing the same thing, and it keeps continuing to happen. So at what point are you going to step in and do something about it yourself being there? You can't continue to say, okay, well, this doesn't represent Boston, but yet every 30 days we get an incident in Boston with these same sports fans. You're still right here with us, so what are you doing about this? Like, we can't continue to have this happen. So for that, Boston sports fans, you get no love from us this week.
Word. I mean,
Indeed.
how much can you really do though?
Exactly.
I was saying, how much can you really do as a Boston fan? You're
You're sitting
not
next to the person-
racist
Yeah, I'm
Boston
saying, but you're
fan.
sitting next to this person is saying whatever they're saying or demonstrating however they're demonstrating, like, but you're not doing anything about it because you watch the videos, they're just sitting there watching it happen. I'm like, and I'm not saying that these people sitting here are racist as well. I'm definitely not saying
But
that.
silence
Isn't it?
speaks loudly.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost like a feeling in a sense, okay, when we're playing for your team or scoring goals, winning championships, it's all lovely, everyone's cheering. But the moment we're not doing that, then this is what we resort back to. It's like that.
Boston fans, y'all don't get no love from Chris, man.
That's my no love for this week.
Sad.
Hey, Dave, the other Dave said, get a mic, man.
So like I was alluding
That one
to,
over there.
Dave is
Spurrier did play Seville Newton.
the mindset. The mindset
He played
is
New Year's.
if you can't have Les Miles, Urban Meyer, or Nick Saban, you get from those guys while they're still there. So a young
Right. I agree.
Muschamp that's just coming from Nick Saban, yes. But a depleted, beat down, worn down from a University of Florida team that's used to getting championships. So my thing is, if you're in the SEC, think like an SEC. If it's nobody that's available, go outside. There's other winning programs, Big 12, the Big 10.
But those aren't SEC programs.
You're right, and that's what. But you want to do something. insanity
Right,
is doing the
something
same
Right,
thing
right. I agree
over
with that. I
and
was
expect
saying Carolina should have been changed, bringing an offensive coordinator
some-
that change
or
the
within
system
your
up a little bit.
But this is my thing. It's plenty guys that okay when everything run out and you depleted your sources, then give it to somebody that's from South Carolina. You see what I'm saying?
Who?
Like who?
Like who?
That's not. But see, and that's
I know,
my
I know.
thing. That's not my history. But if I'm South Carolina faithful, if
Well, we do got a Burns quarterback. I mean, Burns coach that's on staff
if
now.
you're talking about South Carolina, how many great coaches here that coach high school football that could move up in the ranks? And
That's what they doing now. It's Burns, his son, Bentley daddy.
I'm just saying in
Bentley's daddy.
hindsight, because all I could talk about is what I know. When you talking about
So-
Frank Beamer playing for Virginia Tech, then moving up and then coaching for his alma mater, like think of how that sounds.
So do you think with coaching wise, do you think it's just a stubbornness in the whoever's over the football program?
I don't care.
Because it doesn't seem like the basketball programs have had difficulty
Bobby.
being spontaneous and trying to find coaches that fit.
What?
No, I don't think it's that. I think they just timing.
I mean,
timing. You had
Do you know who
you had
coached before Coach
loopholes.
Staley coached?
The woman,
Steve
I don't know her
Spurrier.
name, but
They've went and got some. of
Good
the
gracious,
coaches.
it's day and night.
Okay, but look at the talent that she had compared to what Don had. I mean,
Oh,
But,
they
but
switched
what
it
you're
to
saying is
basketball.
not being stuck in a certain.
We on basketball now?
I think
No,
that's
no, 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 no,
coaching
no.
in
I
general.
just,
at South
just
Carolina.
coaching in general.
I know.
What I was saying was maybe it's just a stubbornness in the football program because it doesn't seem like other sports have had difficulty making different changes
But
to
it's-
find somebody that fit.
Okay, but
That would- that
just
could be
like in
something.
sports, your individuality, who you are, will shine. Dawn is her people from here, but her essence, where she's from, Philly. You know what she brings to the table, who she is, what she's done, what she's accomplished, came out. She's not a loser. She's a winner on all accounts.
champion.
So she's gonna find a way to win.
So who's our champion coach that we're missing for football?
For football,
I don't think it matters where he's from as long as he knows what he's talking about, because I ain't trying to be running no 3 reverses on the 2-yard line.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't know what I've had. To
Are you
me,
getting on the mic?
My defense hadn't been the coach. Like I say, my defense is that East trap.
no, I don't think it's. I think everything comes together when it's supposed to come together.
It's
But
possible
your
to win in that
opportunity-
division.
It's possible to win.
I'll say this: the best chance they had is when Jadeveon Clowney was here, and I
That
don't
was
know,
that was one of the best
that was
runs.
that was your best chance. And when
Is it
Marcus-
just because of Javette?
because of
No,
the
no, and that
talent,
wasn't
because
just
of the
because of
timing, because of
Jadeveon, no.
who was on the team,
The
just
supporting
the
staff,
supporting-
yeah.
It wasn't the staff; it's the
I mean, Cass. That's what I meant. Cass, like the running back and the quarterback.
He got hurt.
You got a line of positions, and each
Can
guy-
Muschamps
the
recruiting
Bam.
repeat
y'all. Like I said, it's,
repeat the squad we had on those back-to-back
You can't-
11-win
you can't
seasons?
It's so hard, but so easy. It's like this: when you're looking at something, you only get so many. You get so many chances before you surprise somebody, before they know who you are. I'm serious. You can surprise somebody once, but once they know who you are and they know you're coming from, it's not what.
So we might be one Cam Newton from a
No,
So that's like Virginia Tech.
championship season.
no, it's not like Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech hires within. Virginia Tech has a culture. They have. If I go to Virginia Tech right now, I have Frank Beamer's number as a basketball player. I have Frank Beamer's number in my phone. I call him. He'll get me something. It's a culture. It's a culture knowing that your team is going. Your college is going to take care of you. It's
Okay.
when you look at Duke, how many Dukies you see on there? How many? When you look at North Carolina, it's a tradition of winning. We're going to do whatever it takes to win. When you see South Carolina, you see I want to win. But what are you doing to make it happen? And that's the point. When you had an opportunity, you run whatever you ran, and Marcus Lattimore knee get blown out. Like so, like what are you thinking? Like, and that's what it is for me as a competitor looking at it. So if I can see it as a competitor and I have the authority or the power to make sure that something changes and it doesn't. So if I look at it, I'm just going, they're never going to change. So you are getting what you buy. So and that's all. And I don't argue with people. I understand because you're passionate. That's your team. That's who you cheer for. That's what you know. And that is beautiful. That history, that culture is beautiful. But the other side of it, I feel like you, as a South Carolina football fan, is getting cheated because they don't think that way. So I like Muschamp personally, I do, but I wouldn't have hired them for South Carolina if that's what if we're aspiring to be champions, if we're aspiring to make our culture great. I wouldn't hire
I
him.
don't know.
So you saying that he has no
think
time
he
bracket?
need a
He needs to
chance.
come in immediately and turn the program.
I think he
360.
I think he need a chance to
From-
build the
Just
program.
listen,
which he did.
no,
have
but,
to be
but listen,
immediate.
listen to what you just said.
Give him time.
Okay,
Give him time. I mean, you act like he been here 10 years.
so in 10 years, if he accomplished what, and you're happy with,
It's not really.
That's a good point that he said that. That's
Now-
a good point that he said that.
Now
But does he-
everybody's striving
does
for
he
a title.
pass
So,
Spurrier?
so I'm trying to be realistic. So everybody's striving for a title.
See, and
so
that and
SEC title, I guess. I'm answering your question. SEC title, I guess.
in 10 years,
Yeah.
you know how much?
I'm not saying one. I'm
you know how
just
much-
saying.
You know how much money they paying them? So you risking 0-6, and 8-8. How many? 0-12. Like you're risking for 10 years that possibility, even getting beat by Clemson for 10 years.
Oh no, that's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
So what do you want to accomplish in 10 years? How much time does he have? How much them tickets cost to go to a USC game?
No, never only ever worked them.
You said how much time? I'm sorry.
How much the tickets?
Yeah,
cost?
jump
How much
in,
the
Dave.
tickets
It depends on where you
You said
sit.
how much time
We've
you
been
gonna
waiting
give
on you.
Will Muschamp
Yeah, to turn the program around.
To turn
to
something
turn
around.
the program around?
What do you
Just turn
expect?
something around.
Is it just a?
You can't judge Muschamp for 3 to 4 years. He's coming after the worst recruiting 3 years in the
Like,
history
give him
of
time to
University of
build.
South Carolina. Steve Spurrier Jr. destroyed the USC football program. Now, I mean, there's no difference between USC now and Virginia Tech now. They both have no shot at seeing a championship game. So, I mean, I understand the tradition and all that you're talking about, but neither one of those teams, neither one of those football programs have a chance. I mean, Virginia Tech got to the ACC. I think they were in the ACC championship game by default last year because of opportunities. They got their opportunity in the same way. You got to think about
Everybody
it.
else being trash.
Look. Frank Martin is no better of a quarterback this year better of a coach this year than he was last year. They just didn't have Kentucky that early in the bracket. They were able to duck Kentucky and get to the Final Four by bracket. It's opportunity. Jadeveon Clowney's USC team lost to LSU by 2 points.
2 points.
Unfortunately, that was the year that LSU and Alabama were only losing one game.
Thank you.
There's nothing you can do about that.
Thank
I'm
you,
waiting
Dave.
and then I'm gonna answer.
And what's that? That's a trap, ain't it?
We will be right
No,
back
because and here's
with
the-
People's Take and some predictions
And here's my
on the
point.
Walk-Ons.
You got to give much
Now the East,
chance.
the
No,
problem
no,
with the
'cause I'm
East is the East beats up on each other, but they still don't beat up on each other
Two
as
things.
much as the West.
Two things.
Right.
Everybody,
Andrew
welcome
don't
our
like that.
mystery guest, David Pendergrass. You cannot
David.
see him, but he is with us.
Things.
He
You
is
said,
present.
you said South Carolina and Virginia Tech on the same level. That's what you said.
Andrew, you can go on with that.
Yeah,
Clemson.
Andrew, you
Actually-
calm down with these lights, bro.
Actually,
Hey, Andrew can do what he want, bro.
You can go watch something else, Andrew.
And you said
absolutely.
So
Actually,
you think
yeah.
now, if it's a kid in South Carolina that's a 5-star that could possibly change the process and do something different, would go to either USC or Clemson, where would he go?
You said are we talking about Virginia?
It depends on.
Clemson? What are
It
we
depends
talking
on his.
That's how his visits go. I
his
think
culture.
that's a toss-up.
Yeah, his
that's culture.
That's him.
That's a
But
toss-up.
I'm just asking, where would you think he'd be more inclined to go now?
It depends on him again.
Right
again.
now, Clemson is the national champion.
That's okay.
Period.
My point exactly. Whereas you got somebody that's from Virginia,
Now,
and they
here's the problem though. What's
What's
going to
the
happen? What's going to happen when Bobby Petrino takes the next step at Louisville? What's going to happen when Florida State gets back over the hump?
Miami.
What's going to happen
yeah, especially
when
Miami.
gets Miami right?
That's my point.
That's 3 losses. 9-3 is not going to get you back to anywhere Clemson's been.
What are you talking about? You're talking about
It's
two
9
different
and-
programs. One, a program that's been winning in their conference, and you're talking about another program that's being rebuilt because, like you said, they've been destroyed.
Because we have one program that's in a better conference.
Okay,
Right.
Whatever.
way
may be,
better conference.
Way better conference.
I
Whatever.
mean-
Whatever may be the case.
I'm sorry, not better, tougher.
I mean,
Way tougher.
Same as the Gonzaga and it's the
not
same
the argument.
situation.
It's not. Well, with basketball, it's different because at the end of the day, you still have a
You
chance.
still got to play who's in your conference.
Right.
and you still have a chance to get to. It's different.
Yeah.
Football is way harder.
You look at Clemson's path to 12 wins,
Okay, and
and
this,
you look at who they're playing.
this is what I'm saying.
Right.
My argument is still the same. How does it get that way? How many coaches have you had in the last blase compared to other
between Lou Holtz, Steve Spurrier, and this is our third coach in the past 15
That's
years?
another thing I said. And Lou Holtz and
15,
Spurrier
something
were
like that?
were A1 coaches, top of the line coaches. You got to give Muschamp a chance. At least 3-4 years.
Yeah, just like Charles Barkley, Tim Tebow is the reason there was no chance. Tim Tebow, Cam Newton. That's what happened to USC's championships.
I mean, I like to think Dyer had something to do with Auburn.
Who?
Returning that kick.
Doggone right. Yeah, the missed field goal.
Like I said, it's something to be said when you can name a coach that's been in the program for how many X years. It's a what is the word? What you see and
You're right. They can't control the strength of conference. You're right about that. Say it
no,
again.
you can't. But you have to play.
Y'all really going in on these comments?
I'm just saying.
They going in.
They really going in on these comments.
Yeah.
Well, go on.
Yeah, you gotta play.
Y'all, man.
It's the people's take anyway. What did they say?
The people at Baylor got to play Rice.
But
does that mean that they're one game better than the Vanderbilt team that got to go play doggone Florida,
But here's my point.
Tennessee?
Are you?
You know what I'm saying?
This is my point that I'm always saying. You haven't. What have you?
People
won?
got Stephen F. Austin on their schedule.
You're right.
Like,
But they at the end of the day, who are the champ? Who? You're in the SEC and you're the best. You're in the best. Period. I don't care what happened. I don't care what.
the playoff system means that a power conference, Clemson, has a chance to, by beating Florida State exclusively, go to the championship game.
Tenfold.
Tenfold. So
That's I mean that. But
Well, what is your-
can't
okay.
hate the game? I get it.
No,
you
no,
know,
I'm not saying that because I understand what you're saying. You're saying that they have a better chance because of the scheme, because of where they at, because it's a weaker, whatever. Okay, I
Right.
get that, but I'm saying
Boston College.
that's not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you, what is your plan to be elite in the East?
Well, right now in the East, they have a big chance because as Muschamp is coming in and getting ready to and being able to lay some claim to Florida, to some Florida recruits they weren't able to get to. He's able to recruit. He's able to compete with the almost rookie head coach down there in Georgia for some plays we never
Georgia
had
starting
access,
fresh as
we never
well.
had access to before, and it's happening at the same time that McElwain still can't find a quarterback who's not gonna, you know what I'm saying, be doping and still be a good quarterback. So you have that situation, but Florida still went to the championship game. You see what I'm saying? But who could have been there if it wasn't Georgia?
And that's my point. It is
Missouri
y'all
doesn't
keep
have
saying
Matty Mark. I mean, they have South Carolina in the next 4 to 5 years has in the next 5 years. If you look at in the next 5 years, South Carolina has a better chance of winning at least their division
East
of the SEC East.
So
than
what you're telling me is at least to win your division.
the SEC winning the SEC East puts you in the SEC championship. The winner of the SEC championship goes to the playoffs.
So in 5
period. It's the Final Four.
For 5 years, you're saying
We can win an SEC championship.
You can win an SEC championship. South Carolina can win 2 SEC
That should have been the
championships
year I
in the
said
next
it.
5 years.
so. That's what you're saying.
They can win 2 SEC championships in the next 5 years.
Will they?
Write that down.
They can win.
Will they?
Will they?
Well, that's what time will determine.
Will they?
So what are
It's
they?
going to depend on opportunities and things like that. I mean,
What are their chances of them getting that opportunity?
right now, pretty good because the rest of the East is down. You got Joshua Dobbs is gone.
But that's- but that's
Tennessee's
what
got to
you're being-
reload.
but you're being- I understand what you're-
Georgia's
but
got
you're
a
still-
terrible rookie terrible freshman quarterback.
You never know what you're still being optimistic, and that's
It's
what
not about optimism. I'm talking about they have
you
a
really
they have a look. When we knew Clemson, we knew last year before the season started that Clemson was going to be in the playoffs.
Or
Why?
return.
Why?
Yeah.
Because Georgia Tech.
Before the season
Because
started.
you see what I'm saying? Because
So
be-
Deshaun Watson
because
had
Georgia
nothing to
Tech
do with it.
have to reload.
Because
Yeah.
Boston College. Because I'm not even talking about who's on their team. I'm saying because of Georgia Tech, Boston College.
Who they
I'm
playing?
talking about. You see what I'm saying? Duke. I mean, you looked.
So they
at,
had
you
nothing
looked-
to do with.
You looked at their
won.
You looked at their strength of schedule, and if they beat the teams that they're supposed to beat, they ended up 10-2. And if they beat one team that they may not be supposed to beat, they could be 11-1. Now they ended up being 11-1 by losing to Pittsburgh, who they weren't supposed to beat, but they beat Louisville, who they shouldn't have beat.
Right. And the rank was so high coming out.
But
Come on, man.
you put yourself in, and that's what I keep saying. Like you're making arguments of saying they have a chance, and I'm saying, well, what do they need to do it? That's all I've ever been saying.
Or what do they need to do?
I think
to do it?
when's
I
the
think
la-
we
have
need
to
a
have-
5-star quarterback.
You have to have a friend. You have to have basically what you call a franchise quarterback.
yeah,
You need
you
a
have to have a
quarterback
super
who
quarterback.
You need a quarterback who can run a pro style offense. And
Do you have that
Pro style
now?
coordinator
That's what I
first.
said, but if you don't have a pro style,
But do you have that
Well,
now?
Duke has a pro style coordinator. They have the
Duke or something?
well the Duke coordinator who is the coordinator at USC now.
So-
I'm sorry, I still remember.
No,
I'm
'cause he was
still
at
looking
Duke,
at it
yeah,
because he
'cause
was
he is
at
Duke.
Duke when he got all the success, and he's a great offensive coordinator. The problem is now
Just like
that
so you have
they started the first four games of this year with a 5'10" quarterback because their 6'2" quarterback was 17 years old. Now, if that man plays 4 years, you see what I'm saying? That means for the next 3 years, you have a chance because how many other quarterbacks are in the SEC East right now? Name the other quarterbacks in the SEC East because Tennessee's quarterback just graduated.
Yeah.
Name the other quarterback in the SEC East.
like I said, y'all have a great opportunity, and it sounds good, but like with football, I don't go with opportunity or chance. I go with what's the sure thing. And right now, what's the sure thing? What's the sure thing in the East?
What's the sure thing in the East?
In the SEC East.
Right now, you can count on the fact that Florida won the SEC East last year and was very weak and lost their quarterback. They won 4 of those 4 or 5 of the games. They got him into that game. Their quarterback,
I can't think
he was doping.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
He was on the HGH.
Really on something.
Yeah, he was on the performance enhancing drug.
No, he was on something.
Yeah, he was on something. so that's the champion of your league. The champion of your league before that 2 years running was Missouri. Their quarterback is gone, and they haven't reloaded, especially on the offensive side of the ball. So you're looking at the past 2 champions are coming in low.
And that's all I'm saying.
They're coming in low.
And you keep saying 5 years you get 2. Your chance and your opportunity is now. If they're gonna win the SEC or have a chance to be in anything.
Yeah, they used up Jake Bentley's red shirt when they may not shouldn't have, but they used it, and so they got 3 more years of Jake Bentley, who's a 6'2" pro style quarterback.
And at the same time, you saying our chances now based on what everybody else has around us.
No, I think this is the best chance, your best opportunity to get it.
That's still based on what we go up against.
The
And that's not to say that the people that we go against gonna get stronger. They might get weaker.
I'm just going with the optimistic look. I mean, the positive look.
And I will say that Andrew has a point. Andrew has a point and say, yeah, the SEC definitely. You still got to go through Alabama. And at the end of the day, I will say this: and the reason I can only say
Alabama or
SEC
LSU
East,
or Auburn.
Well, not LSU for a couple years now, because Miles
for a couple
gone.
years.
But now you got, I don't know if Bentley's a clown yet. We got to see what he's like after he's old enough to buy cigarettes, bro. He just turned 18.
Man, this my point. It doesn't matter. You got to do it.
Alabama just upgraded their offensive coordinator. Yeah, Alabama's going back this year.
You got. Hey, listen. What did you say? What did you tell me before?
The SEC
you said
East
Clemson beat Louisville that shouldn't beat.
Right. Yeah,
you got
now Louisville.
Pull that one out.
You got to pull something out.
But then they couldn't beat 4-6. You know what I'm saying, Johnny Manziel. Yeah. You know, so it's about matchups at some point. But then again, and to go back to that now, because I remember y'all talking about what was so good about Johnny Manziel. There was only one thing that was good about Johnny Manziel.
He was exciting.
No, it was Mike Jones.
Football.
No, Mike Jones.
Who?
Jones. Jones. That 6'5", that 6'5" wide receiver.
That was Evans.
Evans.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say who.
like Mike Jones.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans.
That's why I said who.
Yeah, Mike Evans is
amazing.
Tampa Bay. Tampa
was
Bay.
amazing.
Listen, I hope they figure it out, and I hope some guys get together that's from here, because I think that'd be dope. I think that would be the party. I know the girls won, but that would be the party. That South Carolina.
I think for football, an SEC championship will be a party.
Oh yeah.
And guess what? SEC championship 9 times out of 10 will put you in the national.
Ooh, yeah. Clemson could have lost to NC State last year for real too.
They should have lost.
Yeah.
That was a terrible call.
Tuning in to show number 11 of the Walk-Ons. Thank you for everybody who interacted with us so kindly and generously.
Shout out to y'all.
The show is over. We will see y'all next week.
Chris, I feel like I ain't hear you the whole
Hey,
end
shout
of
out
the
to
second half
Marcus.
of the show.
Shout out to Marcus. Happy birthday to
I've been
our
looking like this.
co-host and founder.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Marcus.
He's not here right now.
To the big man, Lil Diesel.
Little Diesel.
Hey, hey, can we stay on 5 minutes and let them argue? Let them keep arguing in the comments.
Hey, we're going to set a call.
Josh,
thing up.
John,
I don't know. That new
Dave.
Clemson quarterback looked pretty good though.
Hey,
Actually, he looked
Johnson, Mr. Johnson, Josh, David.
Jern, Johnson, Josh. David,
Hey, we
Josh,
need y'all to
Josh,
tune in
Jern.
every Tuesday.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday. We
Every
talk about
Tuesday,
stuff
8
like this all the time.
I ain't gonna say 8 o'clock on the nose. I'm gonna say 8 something.
8-ish.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Yo,
Yeah, we're gonna see if the whole problem with Jake Bentley is, and I can say early in the season, and Willis Ham will tell you this. Maybe the second game of the season, I just felt like I looked at him and I saw that Dylan Thompson look.
That
and I say
fear, that little
looked
look
like
in
he
your
was
eyes,
a bit
like,
shook, like he was like, boy, don't put me in this game.
what did I sign up for?
You know what I'm saying? And then they end up putting him in, and I will say they blocked that Tennessee line pretty good to keep him off of him, so he got a chance to win one, but. You wasn't, man. Florida started jumping all over that man's feet, boy. Clemson started jumping all over that man's feet, man. He was just like, man,
Hey, he had that. I should have.
I ain't old enough for all
in his
this.
eyes.
Nah.
That man's a senior, but that man's supposed to be playing high school football.
Right,
He's supposed to have been a senior in high school.
Listen, I hope it turns him for the best. I really do, because sometimes that's what you need, because you see what it is, and then you mature from that, and maybe that will.
And maybe some of the hype in the city may help. Help it.
And then I mean, I'm be honest. If anybody's being honest now, we can say what we want to about they're the champs, and then you know what I'm saying, all this right there. But Ohio State looked real promising for a good little while.
So that boy,
And they're in the same situation, I think.
Yeah,
as
man. I
Clemson.
mean, you know what I'm saying? When they was they went undefeated like 2 seasons in a row. Then all of a sudden they had to go see, what was that, Michigan State to put the boys down.
well, Michigan, which was Michigan or Michigan
I
State?
think it was Michigan
I
State
thought it
to
was
put
Michigan State.
Michigan State put the
Yeah.
boys down there when they was on an undefeated streak. You see what I'm saying? But the
Yeah.
problem was they had the Clemson problem. They didn't have to go see. Clemson had. Truthfully, you got to think, if Clemson had got to that national championship,
No, I'm not. See,
and
listen,
won, and no, I'm not saying I'm not saying it like that. I'm saying if Clemson had went to that national championship and not played Alabama, not played the tendencies of Alabama, right? They had to go play the tendencies of somebody else on that level, but busting like that. If they had to see Ohio State in that last national championship, would they be the national champions right now? They prepared all year
For Alabama.
For Alabama, and Alabama came in with a blatant weakness in the fact that their quarterback couldn't pick a defense apart.
that and the offensive coordinator left.
Offensive coordinator leaves, but at the same time,
Sound like a conspiracy.
Lane.
When you said it,
because
right?
truthfully, Clemson took
That almost sound like
Clemson took advantage of the fact that Alabama couldn't stay on the field because they was like, if we can get y'all into a 3rd and 6 and make that boy throw, we'll get enough shots.
We can work with them.
to come back. And they still had to
See,
come
boy,
back
Drew.
with all that. You talking about the quarterback for Alabama? I mean, did he complete a completion like over 20 yards? Maybe that one to O.J. Howard. I think that was it. Right, the whole game. He was terrible the whole game, and they still had to come back and win.
Listen, I'm not arguing.
You know what I'm saying? It was
He's a young one too. He's a young
Yeah, he's
too.
a freshman.
Yeah.
Where you going?
All right.
You out?
yeah, they did. He
That's
beat
the
Urban
show.
twice though.
Hey man, oh snap! We had some folks hang in 5 minutes after the show was off with us.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, we about to go.
Yeah.
Fun.
Hey,
Stay off the sports show.
hey, tell all your homies,
Man.
everybody, next Tuesday,
Hey,
share it on your
8-ish.
page.
Next Tuesday, 8-ish.
The way y'all was going
Chris,
in, man.
Got a name? Call me. Of course, that's what I do.
Come back.